Hey, I had a request to make how to make a cat, and so I'm going to do it here. I have a hard time making videos, but maybe I'll get better, or get somebody else to do it for me would be nice. So I took a ball of clay. I'm gonna make a medium-sized cat. This is a ball of clay here. See it on the grid if you're a grid person. And I don't like to leave loose ends, so I'm gonna push those back in. Wad up your paper. Anyway, this is foam clay. I really like it. It's soft on my hands, but not everybody does. Anyway, roll it into a ball, and see it's got these cracks and stuff. If you roll it like almost smush it. Okay, let me do it. I'm gonna smush it. Roll it, and I'm really pressing down, see? But I'm still mushing it or rolling it around. And then if you lighten up, look at that. See, it's starting to get back into a ball. It's kind of like wedging a piece of clay. Turn it to speed. That's not AI either. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Anyway, so this is going to be a cat. And even though I set up my camera, I didn't set up all my tools and stuff. So I'm going to be grabbing tools here and there because it's pretty easy. All right, so you got the ball. Now you kind of roll it between your hands and make it into like a pickle shape, or just a little peanut-like thing. And so this is going to be your cat body. And so you're going to pick out the side you want to be a head. Because this is a little fatter one, I'm going to make it the head. Because the ears, you're going to pull the ears out of the head. And so this is going to be a fat little cat. Anyway, so now I do, if the animal's head is upright, like a horse's, a cat's up, I kind of push that back. So you know which way. This is going to be his nose, and there's is going to be his ears. And then you get, see, I don't have my tools. Well, I got this palette knife. So you get a plastic knife. I usually use a plastic knife. They're easier. And with foam clay, I think it's better. But you cut right down the middle and wallow it out a little bit like that. See? So it's divides. See that? Wallow. If you don't go all the way through and don't go up the neck too much, these are going to be the legs. Then go back again and make a cross, wallow it back and forth. And I think that's all we need a knife for. But you see why you shouldn't use something really sharp, especially with a little kid, because they will cut that body right in half real easily. Anyway, so you stick your thumb in this piece right here and just pull that out. See that? Like a little paddle. And I like to just kind of go around and do each one. And this way you keep it even. So you go back and pinch it again. See, I guess I like to say, so this could be a little turtle. Isn't that cute? Put a little shell on there and stuff. And then I went back and pinched it again. You wouldn't have to do that for a turtle, but I'm just saying these little paddles look like turtle feet. And there you go, pinch, pinch, pinch again. Now, let's see. So he's pretty fat, so I'm going to kind of take a little bit there and push it into that leg. See that? Take a little bit of the belly. Wish we could do that ourselves, huh? And do that. And then you give them longer legs. Then you look at your silhouette and start. About this time, I think I like to go back and get the ears on. So you take the ears and you pinch right there. Pinch. Like a little bear. Look at that. See, each thing you do to the clay gives it, makes it look like an animal. So you have to keep in mind what you're making. Cat, 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 cat. And then with those little sharp ears, they're cute. And from there, this foam clay, you can really pinch out. Well, the real clay you can too. You just have to know. But real clay is colder, and my hands are getting tired. Tired hands. There. See? Press down what you want to press down. Then they have kind of little, I like to kind of pinch right where their eyes need to go. It always seems like it's a good, am I out of focus? Because this is something that's been giving me trouble with camera, is that the closer detail I do, the closer I pull it up to my chest to get so I can see it better. Anyway, push, you just kind of keep working it till it looks like a cat. And I like bigger ears. Cats are cool. And you can I'm just pulling it out at the base back here, scooping it, see? Push his little head down a little bit. I don't know. Cats are pretty tough to get right. I think that's close enough. They sort of got a flat little muzzle, and then they got this eyes. But if you get the ears right, and, well, we gotta go do the tail. Look at that poor little thing. So, anyway, you get it, and you pinch a little bit. So you can see me pinching, see? Pinching, and just go around and pinch. Pinch that poor little kitty's tail right out of it. Whoa. Kitties are always... oh dear. Look what I did. Sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I smashed his leg. But see, I just pulled it right back out. Woohoo! There. Now look at his silhouette again and see what he looks like. He has definitely got a big head. But you know, cats, they all have big heads. Isn't that cute? And see how I tilted his head to the side. Check how he stands. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, his tail. This clay is so versatile. Versatile and frustrating. Whipping his tail around. He looks pretty mad, looking one way, whipping his tail the other way. So, I like to just kind of pull his ears forward. Because, you know, when their ears are forward, that means they're listening. Gotta think about what the cats are thinking about. Okay, I'm gonna poke his eyes. So get a stick or something. Poke. And this foam clay will push back, so you gotta poke really deep. And if you have any Google eyes, this would be a good time to put Google eyes in him. But I don't. And look, his nose is already flattened out. But it will puff back out. But kitties are fun. And kitties, this kitty is done, I think. Look, he's got a little fur up there. Anyway, and then really the fun part is getting to paint him too. So there you go. There you go. You got a cat. I think he's very cute. Okay. Bye.